We are live. We are live for my first CMB luxury show, CMB luxury live, should I say show. So we let a few more people come on in, so we can kind of see how it is. And this is my first one, cuz thank you so much, cuz come on to the studio today, and we're gonna have some good discussions and stuff. So, like I said, next time I'm gonna really promote it like a few days in advance, put a flyer out, and I'm gonna have you back as well. And we just gonna have probably a group of people in here, and we're gonna really talk about some stuff as well. So it's gonna be real fun tonight to see, all the discussions and stuff and so forth. So, first of all, as the people coming in. I'm waiting for the people to come in. I know it's on YouTube as well. I don't know how all of this works. I'm trying to see if I can see all of this works. So first of all, I just want to tell everybody welcome. This is CMB Luxury Live. This is my first one, y'all. First one, y'all. We're gonna keep doing these. We're gonna grow them. Eventually, I'm gonna take them out. I'm gonna take them out as well. But the whole purpose of these are to talk to artists, entrepreneurs all around the country, all around the world, people who are doing things, who are inspiring, and to talk about their journey as well. We're also going to talk about some things that you may want to talk about, some hot topics. We may talk about some hot topics and things as well. So we're going to have some good discussions and things around things like that. And so once again, thank you for coming on. Thank you for listening in as we have a discussion today. So first of all, I just want to and actually this broadcast I can actually put back out as well after we finish here, so people can watch it as well. So we can do a recording and we can ship it back out and people can watch it as well. So we can talk. So first of all, I just want to introduce my guest. This is Lavita Ingram. And Lavita Ingram is my cousin as well. Lavita is an author. She's an entrepreneur. She is a whole lot of things right now. She's a whole lot of things. But we're going to talk to her tonight. And another thing, y'all, we're going to talk about some hot topics. I know we got some hot topics, Lavita, out there. Don't we got some, Lavita? We do. We got some good ones. I can't hear you, Lavita.
Yes, we do. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. But there's some things, we're going to talk about some things out there. And of course, I'm going to tell you guys, I went to a party last weekend in Los Angeles, and Lavita, it's like went viral.
It sure did.
It went viral. Who would have thought I would be at my friend's 50th birthday party and it would go viral? You know what I'm saying? We had a lot of fun and we was just out there doing what we do, and it went viral. Yeah. So I just want to talk about it. Everybody knows that, Dietrich Haddon is one of my best friends in the whole wide world. And he turned 50 last weekend. He had a party. And the party was in Los Angeles at the SoFi Stadium. Okay, so the SoFi Stadium is this real fly stadium. And he had it at a place in the SoFi Stadium. Now, keep in mind, there was two parties going on. One, Kylie Richards was giving the party. Lavita, do you know who Kylie Richards is?
No.
Anybody out there in the chat, you tell me if you know who Kylie Richards is. Kylie Richards is one of the Beverly Hills housewives, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
Oh,
she's,
okay.
Paris Hilton's aunt.
Oh, okay.
Paris Hilton's aunt. So she had this, I guess she has a white party every year, and it's like an iconic party. I mean, Cynthia Bailey was there, Garcelle Beauvais. I mean, everybody was there at this party. And hers was on the field, and we were a little bit up further, but we were outside. We had part of the outside as well. So, we had this party, and there's a lot of mentionable people that were at the party. We have a great DJ at the party. His mom and dad was at the party. All this just amazing stuff. People were dressed nice. It was absolutely gorgeous the way they actually decorated it. It received people from all the way outside. They received you to all the way in. So it was great. So as we all know, everybody see this video circulating of him and his wife twerking on him. Now, Lavita, I didn't see no problem. That's his wife. What you think, Lavita?
Exactly. It was hot topics. I mean, I live in Atlanta. And so it was sure enough hot topics on my Facebook. And I had a lot of people that gave their opinion, but it was all positive. They
Oh,
all
good.
said, that's his wife. They're
That's his
celebrating,
wife.
they're enjoying themselves. What's the problem?
What is the problem? I know it's so crazy. You guys can chime in as well. You can put it in the chat. We can see your post. Chime in. Hey, this is. Tell me your opinion. What you think? What you think about this party? And and when I was there, unfortunately, I see some some thumbs up. But unfortunately, I was there, and to be totally honest, you saw cameras and stuff everywhere. And being, a gospel artist and things like that, you think about stuff like that, like, oh, but because you couldn't even walk to the bar to get no water because there's camera or whatever, because there's cameras everywhere, and people just need balance. But there was cameras just everywhere, and then I was very aware of it, very aware. I'm like, man, these cameras just won't stop, So, and of course, I saw when his wife and him had their dance. I mean, how do people think they got babies? You know what I'm saying? Let's be real about it. Let's be real about it. They got babies. Let's be really real about it. So when I saw that, I was like, man, what is wrong with people? What are they talking about here? I don't get it. I don't understand it. But I didn't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? But I never thought it would be a hot topic. Me, his mom and dad were at the airport. And next thing I know, I see a blurb come across my phone. I'm like, whoa, Dietrich had a viral video. And I show his mom, and she's like, what? I'm like, right, what? We hadn't even left, Los Angeles yet. So, but we had a really, really good time. Carl Payne was there. A lot of people was there. Major was there. It was a good time to be had, you know what I'm saying? And the food was simply amazing. The food was simply amazing. But who would ever thought this video was end up on Steve Harvey talking about it, the Shade Room talking about it, media takeout. I mean, this video went everywhere. I mean, I even had some of my followers come on my page and leave their opinion about it on Instagram. Some of them I don't know, and some of them were not favorable. So people had their opinions about it. But I know that it was a good time to be had, and we still saved. We got up the next morning, went to church. To church the very next morning, you know. And then that evening, Hezekiah Walker gave him a choir fest in Los Angeles, and it was packed. About 1,000 people was packed, and we had church that night too. So we still were saved, and we still did what we did. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with having balance in your life, and people need to understand that. So that's kind of my hot topic on being in the hot topic. So we was kind of in the hot seat for a minute. Lavita, when we in the hot seat? Lavita, when we in the hot seat?
Look, I was saying Atlanta because I was ready. I stay ready. So I was ready. I was like, what you gonna say? What y'all
That's
got?
right.
And they said nothing.
That's
Nothing.
right.
Everybody was in one accord. They said, what they think they supposed to be staying at home watching Lifetime and doing a birthday
That's
cake
right.
and being boring.
That's right.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, it was a hot topic for sure. I mean, it was on everything. I mean, I looked on the Shade Room; it had over 23,000 comments alone. And Steve Harvey and them talking about it. TGIF. I mean, it was every breakfast club. It was everywhere. This party. Who would have thought we'd be at a party that's going viral like this? But God is in control. God knew it was what was going to happen before it even happened. You know what I'm saying? God already knew that. So let's talk about something. So as everybody know, we're going to talk to Lavita as well. She's going to talk to us about her endeavors and her book and what she's doing, how she came about this book. And you guys know CMB Luxury. Just so you know, CMB is my brand. A lot of people say, "What's CMB stand for?" It stands for Charles Martin Brand. Hey, Charles Martin Brand. And as you know, I got a luxury brand. I got a luxury brand of candles. This candle is called Freedom. It absolutely smells amazing. Is this the one you like, Lavita?
Yes.
Freedom.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have Truth, which is absolutely amazing as well. It's a great candle. Everybody call this the grown and sexy candle. Everybody loves, 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 loves this candle. Then of course, I have a non-scented body butter for people who are, got sensitive skin. It's more this body butter is more whipped and things like that for you. And it's moisturizing 24-hour hydration on your skin. And I also have another body butter that is scented and it's absolutely amazing. It's thick. It's 24-hour hydration. It has coconut oil. It has organic raw shea butter in it. It's the main ingredient. And I'm telling you, your skin will be absolutely gorgeous and it will smell like nothing you ever smelled. I'm serious. Nothing on the market smells like this. Nothing. This is $20, by the way, y'all. But you only need a little bit. And then, of course, have the flanker. I got my own fragrance, y'all, called Truth. Truth, Truth, Truth. Look at the box. Say Truth, y'all, by Charles Martin. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? And then on the back of it is my logo, y'all. And it's actually on my arm too. It's my tattoo. So, but this smells absolutely amazing. I'm telling y'all this. I can't even keep this in stock. It and it's simply amazing. These were all designed by me. This is $42, by the way. And all of this can be found on my website, officialcharlesmartin.com. Officialcharlesmartin.com. So these are dope, dope, dope products. Come on, support me. These are my first endeavors. I worked for over a year to get these products right. You know, a lot of times people, Levita put their name on stuff and they don't have nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I had something to do with it, all the way from start to beginning to packaging, boxing, everything, y'all. So anybody that knows me knows I like good quality stuff. And this stuff is made in the United States by quality manufacturers. So that's my spiel on that. So Levita, let's talk to Levita. Levita, tell us a little bit about your book and the name of your book.
Well, hello, everybody. Good evening. My name is Levita, and my actual first book I ever written is 9/11 Favorite Dreams and Manifestation, Volume 1. This is my book, y'all. It's on Amazon. This beautiful house was the house that I grew up in Detroit, Michigan. I'm from Detroit.
Come
And
on, D-Town.
yes. And I was raised in a blended family. So my grandmother lived in the home, my aunt and my uncle, and myself and my mom. So I had the pleasure to get that foundation that I needed. And so the reason why I actually wrote the book was during the pandemic, because at that time I was an intercessor, and I'm still an intercessor now. I was attending a church in Dallas, Georgia, not Dallas, Texas. And so everything shut down, just like, all throughout the world, things were shut down. And my day job, I'm a social worker. And so I needed to be able to, God gave me that vision. Actually, 13 years ago, I got a prophetic word that was told to me that I was going to write a book and that I was
Wow.
going to business. And I said, what?
It was 13 years ago?
13 years ago.
Okay.
Yes. Prophet Ray Shipman, he actually told me that, and he gave me that word. And I said, what? And I didn't see it. But God gave me that vision. He gave me that vision to write. And I wrote that book, and I said I needed to show and tell my testimony of the things that I have been through. And God allowed me, he gave me provision, and he allowed me access to be able to have that alone time where we were sitting at home, working from home. He gave me that time management to write that book. And so I poured into that book. I shared, and I was very transparent about the things that I have been through, being divorced and being single and divorced, and having some times where I was displaced. And so God gave me that. And so I was so glad that I was able to pour not only, just a self reminder that even when you're going through the midst of storms and obstacles, God is still present. And
Amen.
so
Amen.
the church was closed, but the church is in us. So
that's right.
I felt responsibility to be able to still want to do something. And that was something that, that seed that was planted. And so I'm just thankful for that. And you can actually order that on Amazon. And I'm actually working on another book that will be out in December. It's called The Pouring.
Say the name again.
The Pouring.
The Pouring. All right. All right. All right. I like
as
that.
a person that, you're an intercessor and you're in the ministry, or you're, you're in the social service where you do public service, you're always pouring to people.
Yes.
Okay? And there's going to be times where you feel depleted.
Yes, 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 yes.
Where do you go? to get
Where
poured
do
in?
you go? Mm.
Who do you trust? And so that is something that I have been working on. And so I'm just blessed for that. And during this journey, of being single, married, and being divorced, um, I had to go and do some self work. So everybody has been doing the work. During the pandemic, a lot of people went through depression, and other people had went through divorce and transitioning. So in that midst of me going through my process, I did some self work. And I did some self work with it's called beautifulbanging.com. Beautiful Banging. I actually did almost a year where I met in a group setting where we actually not only do life coaching, we work on trauma,
Wow.
space. We also work on doing the self work, learning about our human design, learning about our emotional intelligence, learning about all those things that we need to learn about who we are and what triggers us and be able to identify that far as in our bodies. So, and how
Mm.
that all comes together, psychologically, physiologically, emotionally, how that all ties in together and learning about healthy boundaries,
I like
healthy
that.
relationships, mindset, trauma, and grief.
You
So,
know, nowadays, that's a subject that everybody is talking about more and more is mental health because I don't think back in the day, people were acting up and stuff and children and people were just kind of just ignoring it or they will spank them, whatever, but not knowing, there's a lot of trauma that people have gone through and mental health things, some things you just ain't gonna beat no, you ain't gonna beat out of nobody, what I'm saying, when it comes to children and things like that. But a lot of us are figuring out that we need to see therapists. A lot of people, it's okay to see a therapist. It's okay. And
absolutely.
you're in the mental health field as well, is that correct?
Yes, absolutely. I served some time where I was actually a therapist full time for a few years. I also worked in the Veterans Administration um, during the Veterans Crisis Line. And I also, right now, I'm working for contracting with the state of Georgia in the CPS division, Child Protective Services.
Mm.
So I have been invested in this field for over 15 years. Well, we might as well say 20, but I have been invested in this. This is my passion. This is something that I know for myself that I've also received therapy. I've gone to therapy, in therapy. I have done the work. And so that's a process every day. I'm also, I have friends that I'm connected with that also use the holistic approach with teas,
Mm.
learning about different, the earth provides and it gives us all of these things that we have in ground and natural that we can drink teas to prevent or to stop certain ailments, as far as arthritis, fibroids, diabetes,
Mm.
detox. So I drink these teas that deal with female organs.
What, tell us a
And
little bit more about that tea. Tell me a little bit more. I've never heard of this, so,
this
and the
is
viewers probably never have either.
this is called the Thompson Experience.
Mm.
You can also find her online. Her name is Latasha Thompson, and it's called the Thompson Experience. Experience, not the actual word, but the actual letter experience.
Okay.
Okay, and so I drink these teas. I drink this twice a day, and I
Mm.
have a diffuser, and it gives you the instructions. And she actually will send off. She's from Chicago, but she lives in Atlanta, so she will send it off to you. She'll ship it off to you. Um,
Mm.
and I have this for my allergies because pollen is like really
Oh my
dangerous.
gosh. I have such bad allergies and and you get tired of taking all this medication all the time. You get really tired of that. All this
Exactly,
medication. So
exactly. So I am also, even with that, I have, like cousin Charles said, I have so many things that I'm doing. I believe in expansion, and I know this is the season for expansion.
man.
So to get more knowledge, and to brand is it's just better for me.
Right.
So I have a class that I'm taking myself in the next 2 weeks. It's called On-Site Laboratory. And her name is Sabrina Mayo. She is from South Carolina, Columbia, South Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
Her phone number is 470-506-9548. She is on TikTok. Her name is Sabrina, but her name of her company is On-Site Laboratory. She is giving you the certification that you need to create your own lab LLC. So she is helping you and assisting you with getting the urine, learning how to screen for urine and hair follicles, for drug testing. She helps you with employment screens,
Oh wow.
testings, and she's able to help you and get all of these certifications. That way you can create your own mobile LLC. And
Oh
so that's
wow.
what I do with the job that I do. I work with court assessments. So a lot of times it's mandated by the court that the family has to have the drug screen. And so instead of me getting the referrals, I'm going to be able to know how to
Do
do
it
it.
yourself.
And it also helps with if you need a gender testing, you're having a baby, you need a gender testing, paternity testing. I will have that certification as well.
Oh wow. You know
So,
what? You're opening up a lot, a different world because I didn't even know something like that was even a thing.
yes, yes. And people are driving like they need that. It's so spread it out here, and they may need it like for emergencies. You need it for court, you need it for job. So they're actually driving to the person, to their home to do it. So yes, yeah, it's really beneficial.
That is very beneficial. A lot of, in this day and time that we live in, many people, and I want all of you entrepreneurs out here. I want you. I'm gonna invite you to the show. I want you to come on. I want you to talk. This is something. CMB Luxury Live is going to be an event for sure. This is going to be a thing. So I want to invite you onto this platform as well because just like Lavita said, it's a thing. And as you see, she's got multiple streams of income. So there's nothing wrong with multiple streams of income and sharing the knowledge and information with everybody else as well. So I really like that you're doing that, and that's just a extension of you, another extension.
Mhm.
I find that very, very interesting. Like I said, I didn't even know that was a thing that people had something mobile like that.
Mhm. Yes.
So is she in Atlanta or is she in Chicago? Where is she at? Or South Carolina, you said?
She's actually in Stonecrest, Georgia, but she has actually been having classes. People are flying in from Atlanta. They're doing 1 day class. My class that I'm going to be in is 2 days. But
Mm.
one lady, she came in from Chicago yesterday, flew in for 1 day. She's, going back and forth sometimes to South Carolina to do a class, but she still has slots open on the weekends to do it. And those who can do an individual one-on-one in 1 day, she's setting it up too.
So that's good. That's good. So
Mhm.
thank you for sharing that with us. Just letting everybody know, hey, it's okay to have multiple streams of income. It's okay out here to do more than one thing. It's okay.
Yes.
And this CMB luxury that I have now, this was a labor of love for sure because I do music. I do music. So doing a product was something else. I'm like, man, doing a product is something else. So, but I'm very, very pleased with it. I'm very, very happy with my product as well. On my website, you can see all of this stuff, but I'm super happy about it. Also, we're gonna talk about something else. Talk about something else as well. And when you talked about your book as well, who really inspired you when you were growing up? Who was a couple people, a few people that really inspired you?
The one and only, the one and only in my heart, barely.
I knew you was gonna, I knew you were gonna say that.
My heart, my treasure.
Yeah.
That house, my grandmother was everything. She's everything to me. Even with me branching off and taking this class in another 2 weeks, I will be naming it after her. She poured into me, as being just a woman of God. You know what I'm saying? A true woman of God, and just a leader.
Leadership, yes.
leader.
So
Mhm.
yeah, that's good. When you learn those leader qualities from somebody in your life close to you, and you see them as an example, as a role model, it means something to you. It really, really means something to you. So yeah, we're gonna keep talking. We got a few more minutes. Let's talk about this. So let's talk about some hot topics out here, y'all. We kind of talked about the party that was swirling around, but you know what else? I heard that Taylor Swift, she got something going on. You know, we always talk about Beyonce and all this stuff, but I always tell people don't sleep on that Taylor. I'm not a huge fan of that music. No, don't get me wrong, but I know the power of Taylor Swift. They're saying now that she's the second biggest female artist, right behind Rihanna. She's at 740 million, and after this tour, they said she'd be over $1 billion. Something real crazy. So Taylor ain't playing with him, is she?
No, she not.
She's
No,
not
she
playing with him. She's
not.
coming at him. You know what I'm saying? She's really coming at the people, and hey, that just shows. That's one thing about when you do music, you have to do what makes you happy. And Taylor was doing country, and then she switched to pop music, and she goes back. But Taylor's doing what makes her happy, and you have to do what make you happy. I do worship music, meaning I do worship in church and stuff. But a lot of my recorded music is more contemporary sometimes.
Mhm.
Because I'm a writer, I'm an artist, and I do what makes me happy. As when I go into the artist mode, it's something different. Um, Actually, Lavita, I got a new song coming out called "You,"
What?
and it's one of the best songs I think I've ever done. It's my new baby. You always got a new baby. It's a big song, and I'm super super excited about it. So y'all be looking out for "You" for sure, for sure,
Okay.
for sure. Lavita, you want to talk to us about anything else? What else you want to talk about? Anything else?
Okay. You know, I could say, and I know Charles is going to laugh too. Well, I was going through. I just remember a few years ago at your party.
Oh yeah, my party, y'all.
Look,
Wait,
free, free, free
free.
baby,
Come
free baby.
on. You know,
Yes, free baby.
so y'all
So
know I had a party. Go ahead, Lavita.
that party, that song, when Beth came out, and I want to get her last name right, but I think it starts with an M.
Beth Griffith, Beth
Griffin.
Griffith Manley.
Okay.
That's my road dog.
Okay. And she's on the road right now with Kim, I believe.
Yep, she's with
Hmm.
Kim.
Hmm. And so when she sung that song and said, I've been going through some things that's going to
Gotta
change.
come on.
And I
No more
said,
crying today.
no more crying today. And my
Come on.
cousin Charles came up there and he said, whoa, do some things. I said, oh. And I did a live video and you can hear me say, yes.
Yeah, you did. You did. You did. We had a good time that night. And y'all, yes, we were dancing, okay? Y'all, I had a full band and I had a DJ. Okay. We were dancing our hearts away. And I had an open bar. Okay. So, but we had a good time. And they named some drinks after me. Yes, they did.
Yes,
So, but we had a really, really good time. We danced our night away. My boy Marcus Devine put the band together. He had just got off a tour with Ashanti, and he came and put that band together. He put the singers together. They had rehearsals. I mean, y'all, it was a production. You hear me? It was a production from start to finish. And then Beth came out, did her show. She did a few numbers. We cut the lights. It was showtime, y'all. That's the only way I know how to do it, y'all. Showtime.
Mhm.
And it was a concert. A lot of people was like,
Yeah.
y'all had a concert.
Yes.
you know. And then I came out with my group, some of Voices in Unity, VOU, y'all, and we did our thing too. So on my birthday, y'all, that's what I wanted to do.
Yes.
And my girl Kim Yana Zanye Reese, or Zanye, should I say? She just, it was beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And another thing about her, Zanye, she just opened a new business today, y'all, on Livernois, the Avenue of Fashion, called Detroit Waffle Cafe. So y'all go check her out. It just opened today. They're getting a lot of pub. They've been on many TV shows this week and last week. They've been all in the newspaper, but Detroit Waffle Cafe. Y'all go and check that out on Livernois in the Avenue of Fashion. And I went to the soft opening last week. I had a chance to go there, and it was good, y'all. It was good. And them chicken bites, they were something different. Because I'm a chicken wing lover. I like the bones and all that stuff. But when I got them little chicken bites, I said, "What is this? My God!" So, and you dip them with them sauces and stuff, man. And she got all these specialty lemonades and it's all ice cream and coffee, and it's just nice. And y'all, they got like 40 something different waffles.
Wow.
So they making waffles in all type of ways, from the sweet to the savory to just all type of ways, y'all. So y'all go and support my girl in Illinois at Detroit Waffle Company. Detroit Waffle Company, yeah. So, but I appreciate it.
Or
Anything else?
do they have any vegan options? I have one more thing I wanted to say, but do they have any vegan options?
Yes, I think they do have some vegan options. I'm not for sure, but I think that they do have some. Oh yeah, they absolutely have some vegan options. They do, because everything don't have to have meat on it. So
Okay. So I have one more thing to
go ahead.
cover. I have I wanted to make sure I repeat myself about the beautiful Banyan.com. Her name is Maria Michelle. She's also from Detroit. And so I
Mm,
wanted to just make sure that you guys knew that her class actually starts on Sunday, June the 3rd. It's a 30-day class. And like I said, every week you're going to be working on different things. And I know her class is $140. I believe it's $35 a week. But like you're going to be working on healthy relationships, boundaries, dealing with trauma and grief. And like I said, I took this class, and the first time I took it, I extended it out for, I did it for about 8 months. And
really?
yes, so I really did a lot of work learning about my human design, learning that I'm a manifester. Everybody has an absolute the day and time that they're born and what exactly that really means in detail of who they really are designed to be. And it's
Mm,
like really connected. So I just wanted to make sure I touched on that. And I also want to thank my cousin Charles for allowing me to be on his platform.
oh,
I
absolutely.
I look forward to coming back very soon. And like I said, I'm not I wasn't an author, but God gave me that vision and I was just being obedient just to walk in it. And look now, I'm an author and there's so many other things. And
You're an
more things to
author.
come.
I know you're an author. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Seriously, y'all. When God does stuff, you never know how He does what He does. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like you're an author now. Look at that, a
Yes.
published author.
Yes.
So I appreciate you being on today. Y'all, this is my first one, y'all. And I think this is good for my first one. This is the first one. But, like I said, on the next one, we're going to have some artists. We're going to sit down with some artists, some of my artist friends, talk about their journeys, what they're doing now. I'm going to get some big producers, y'all, who have done some great things. We're going to talk to them. I'm going to talk to some good entrepreneurs. And we're going to just come on here. We're going to have a great learning session. And we're going to share everything with each other. I want you to support every business that you see on here. Lavita, you can drop a website if you want to in the comment section, drop the website, whatever. I want
Okay.
you to support them. Always CMB Luxury. Make sure y'all go to my website, look at the products. We're going to have multiple new products coming out as well. These are some of the best products on the planet, y'all. I've gotten some really, 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 really good feedback. And it's a good feedback when they sell out. It's some good feedback, you know what I'm saying? So keep looking for us. And also, y'all, I got a new song coming out called You. So when that comes out, it's going to be another good time and so forth. But I appreciate y'all. If you want to be part of CMB Luxury Live, make sure you hit me up. And let's get you on the show here as well. But once again, thanks for your time today. Thank you, Lavita. Thank you. Nothing but love for you. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
And I will see you next time on CMB Luxury Live. We out. See y'all.